Remember when Mark Carney said that he would be judged by what happens at the grocery store? Well, time to start judging. Looks like groceries are going up again and are expected to continue to rise. So this is from Pierre Poilievre's channel. It's from CBC News. The source is CBC News from November 20th, so just a couple days ago. Ouch. Looks like we caught you lying again, Mark. So we're going to have a look at this video. Now, before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. So let's have a look, and then we'll talk about it.
Well, we begin this hour with breaking news on the cost of living crisis. A new report just into our newsroom is revealing how much more Canadians are paying for food. Well, if this feels familiar to you, you're not alone. Walk in the aisles of your local grocery store, carefully picking produce and trying to stick to a budget. But you can't escape the high price pinch. You might be feeling like you're shelling out hundreds of dollars more for food than last year. And it turns out you're right. This is some serious sticker shock right here. Canada's Food Price Report 2025 estimates the average family of four will spend more than $800 more on food this year.
$800 more just this year alone. We keep hearing from these liberal liars that prices are going down. This is why when they speak, we don't believe anything they say, because it's all a bunch of horseshit. $800 more is not less, Mark, or any of your liberal cronies. This is insane. And yet Canadians, a lot of them, aren't even going to care, because they're still worried about Trump. They love this country, they say. They want to protect our sovereignty. But they don't care if the average person goes hungry, because they care so much.
Year in comparison to what they spent in 2024. And the receipts don't end there. Mark Carney is on the story for us, and I know you've been digging into some of the big findings here. What can you tell us about what we're going to be paying at the grocery checkout?
We've already been worried for years, Linda, about food insecurity across this country, across the world, really, and this report only shows that there is more reason to worry, increasing reason to worry. Of course, it's all subjective to how much you make, what your various family debts are, but the fact remains that food prices are going up and up and up. As we look at some of the specific numbers, overall food prices by the end of this year are expected to have risen by 3 to 5% over last year. The average family of four is expected to spend $16,833.67 on food by the end of 2025. That is up, as Linda just mentioned, just over $800 from 2024.
I mean, that's crazy.
Housing costs have literally doubled.
Sorry, but I mean, it shouldn't cost anywhere close to that. That's insane. 16 grand to feed a family of four with like basic groceries. What would it cost if you were going to like organic shops and butcher shops to get your meat? Be like 25 grand a year. That's what a lot of people make after taxes, for crying out loud. Rent's up, crime's up, grocery prices still up. You know immigration's going to continue to go up. And for those of you who don't believe me, I couldn't find the video. I'm not sure what happened to it. Maybe the Liberals decided to delete any videos of him saying that. But Mark Carney says he will be judged by what happens at the grocery store. Mark Carney has stated that he will be judged by the experience of Canadians at the grocery store. This statement reflects his commitment to addressing the economic challenges faced by the Canadian public, particularly in light of rising grocery costs. Now, this is AI, so make of that what you will. But I checked my video history, I checked X, I checked YouTube, couldn't find the video at all. Now maybe I just missed it, or maybe it was just deleted. But he has absolutely said this. He said it many times. And yet here we are, with 43% of voting Canadians who decide, I don't care. Trump this, Trump that. And it's usually the liberal boomers who... I mean, that's why Mark Carney won, right? I mean, he gets so much of their vote, and they have the luxury of caring about Donald Trump more than anything else, because they got their house, they got their pension. Groceries up a little bit, it doesn't hurt them that much, because they're pretty wealthy, most of them. It's just sad that they don't care about their kids and their grandkids. Liberals are very selfish people. The conservative boomers, on the other hand, are very concerned. I want my kids to buy a house. I want to have grandchildren. It's just sad that a lot of your colleagues vote the other way, because they're, let's be honest, sheep. Liberal boomers are the sheepiest of sheeps you'll ever meet. I mean, let's be honest here. And as a conservative boomer, which a lot of you who follow this channel are, let me know in the comments, how do you even deal with these people? Like, how do you deal with your friends, your colleagues, maybe your coworkers, and you just have to hear this nonstop liberal garbage from them? But then when you go to the younger generations, you're hearing a lot more common sense policies. You're seeing a shift to the right. But because boomers outpopulate every other voting demographic, their vote has more weight. And for now, and probably for the rest of their lives, most of them will be liberal. Thankfully, you're seeing a massive shift with 18 to 19-year-olds moving to the right. They even did a mock election with high school students who are under 18, and the conservatives still won. And if they're conservative at that age, it's only going to get more and more conservative, or their ideologies will only get more and more conservative as time goes on. Wait till they pay taxes and bills and they got to pay rent and try to buy a house. They're going to be even more conservative. So help is on the way. But what do we do now? Canadians saw 10 years of Justin Trudeau and decided to vote for his economic advisor. How's the economy doing? Or maybe they just didn't know. But there's another issue that just either single issue voters or just people who, well, it's my right to vote, so I'm going to do it. Okay, what do you know about politics? Absolutely nothing. I wish those people would stay home. But they don't. Everyone likes to pretend they're an expert. So what do? Well, we keep spreading awareness. There will be some people, even like liberal boomers, who you might be able to switch over. Swing voters will come back. And then hopefully people who don't vote will see videos like mine or, Plebs, Northern Perspective, Mark Nixon, Jasmine Lane, etc., etc., etc. There's lots of us. Society Unveiled, Pleb. And our job is to spread awareness so hopefully that we can actually change people's minds and we can have a better future and restore this once great country.